Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel Nursing with Ansoya, and today we discuss about the vital signs. So what is the vital sign? Vital signs are clinical measurements that indicate the state of a person essential body function. This typically including like a body temperature, pulse rate, respiration rate and blood pressure. Now discuss about the purpose of the vital signs. So for first purpose is to monitor essential physiological function of the body including the temperature, pulse, respiration rate, blood pressure and oxygen saturation. Next purpose is to identify change in a health status, allowing the early detection of a potential and acute health issue. Next, assess the severity of a patient condition, especially in a acute care, emergency, or during the disease progression. You can also guide medical decision making by providing objective data to inform a diagnosis, treatments, and intervention. So these are the main purpose of the vital sign. Now start the procedure. First step is a preparation. Before any start the procedure, hand washing is the most important. Use the soap and water and wash your hand. Next, gather and check equipment. Ensure all required tools are clean, functional, and available, like a thermometer, pulse oximeter, second watch, knot and pen, and sphygmomanometer. Next, ensure the privacy and comfort is the most important. Before start procedure, explain your all procedure to the patient. Gain cooperation and consent. And consent is the most important. Wear gloves before start procedure is the most important to prevent cross infection between the patient and healthcare provider. Now first is a check a temperature. First you select the site like oral, axillary, tympanic or forehead. If you select the site of the oral, this is the way to collect oral temperature. Ensure the patient is not consuming any hot, cold, or food or drink in a past of 50 minutes. Place the thermometer under the tongue and ask your patient to close lip around the thermometer and wait for the beep or recommended time. Remove and read the result. Clean the thermometer as per the protocol. These are the way to collect the oral temperature. Normal oral temperature is a 36.5 to 37.5 degrees Celsius. In a Fahrenheit, 97.7 to 99.5 degree Fahrenheit. Next is a tympanic temperature is a collect from the ear, and tympanic normal temperature is a 35.8 degrees Celsius to 38 degrees Celsius. In a Fahrenheit, 96.4 to 100.4 degree Fahrenheit, and this is the tympanic membrane. Next is the axillary temperature. If you select the site of the axilla is collect from the axilla. Put your thermometer under the armpit and wait for a beep and collect the temperature. Normal axillary temperature is a 36 to 37 degrees Celsius. In a Fahrenheit, 96.8 to 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Next, for rectal temperature is collect from the rectal, and normal rectal temperature is a 97.9 to 100.4 degree Fahrenheit. In a Celsius, 36.6 to 38 degrees Celsius. Next, forehead temperature is a non-contact collecting temperature is a similar to the oral temperature and collect from the forehead. Next, discuss about the pulse. So many sites are there in our body, like carotid artery, brachial artery, radial artery, femoral artery, popliteal artery, posterior tibial artery, dorsal pedis artery. But I select the radial pulse method is the most effective and usable method, and this is the way to collect the radial pulse method. Ensure the patient is at rest. Locate the artery, radial artery, and use the index and middle finger. Do not use your thumb. Count for 60 seconds if a rhythm is regular. You may count for 30 seconds and multiply by the 2. Assess the rate, rhythm, and strength of the pulse and record the finding of your patient. Uh, Normal pulse rate is in adult is 60 to 100 beats per minute. In children, 70 to 110 beats per minute. In infant, 100 to 160 beats per minute according to age. Next, collect the respiration rate. If you collect the respiration rate, make sure that patient is unaware about this procedure. Uh, and watch the chest rise and fall. Count for a 60 second and 30 second if regular, then 30 second and multiply by the 2, and observe the breathing depth and pattern. Record the rate and any abnormality like a shallow, elaborate, or irregular. Normal respiration rate in adult is a 12 to 20 beats per minute. In children, 18 to 30 beats per minute. In infant, 30 to 60 beats per minute. Now, time to check a blood pressure. Ensure the patient is seated or lying with the arm supported and relaxed. Place the cuff on the upper arm 2 to 3 centimeter above the elbow and ensure the cuff size is appropriate. Locate the brachial artery and place the stethoscope over the artery. Implant the cuff to 20 to 30 mmHg above the point where the pulse is a disappear. This point is a make sure implant the cuff 20 to 30 of Hg above the point when pulse is a disappear. And next, slowly defect the cuff. First sound is a systolic sound. First sound is a systolic pressure, and disappearance of the sound is a diastolic pressure. And normal blood pressure range is value is a 120 by 80 of Hg. Next, remove the cuff and clean if needed. Normal systolic value range is a 90 to 120 of Hg, and diastolic range value is a 60 to 80 of Hg. If your patient blood pressure value is above the 140 by 90, you can say hypertension, and if less than 90 by 60, you can say a hypertension. These are two type of blood pressure disease condition. Next, collect the oxygen saturation from a patient is ensure the patient finger is clean and warm. Place the pulse oximeter on the fingertips. Wait until the reading stabilize and record the SpO2 and ensure and pulse rate so on the devices, and remove and clean the devices as per the protocol. Normal pulse value at a room temperature is a 95 to 100, and if less than 94 is considered to intervention. Next, level of consciousness is also included in a vital sign. Check your patient level of consciousness. F for alert. Check your patient alert. Response to the voice and response to the pain and unresponsiveness. Record the appropriate level of your patient. Next one is a documentation is the most important. Accurately record all measurement on the patient chart or electronic health record if available. Note any abnormality finding and report them immediately if urgent. Indicate the time and measurement and method used, like a auxiliary site you can use or oral site you can use. So mention which side you use and uh, what is the collect the temperature. Next is a post procedure. Clean and store equipment properly. Dispose of any waste of ppus if you use any ppu, and according to infection control policy. Wash hand again and thank the patient and ensure they are comfortable. Okay, thank you so much.